Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc's Schlock by request, where it's a review of the movie The Stepfather, and this one comes to us from fellow YouTuber TheWickerBoy. And I want to say happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Hope you guys had an awesome Father's Day, and to any dads out there who got presents that they didn't want, well, you can always go exchange them for something that maybe you really wanted, like tickets to the Super Bowl or something like that. Grady Edwards is getting ready to leave his family that he just pretty much wiped out. So yeah, pretty much the remake of this one, yes, the 2009 version by the way, this one kind of started off sort of like the original, except the original start off was a little bit better. He meets up with, after doing a slight makeover on himself, a woman named Susan at a grocery store. Well, he charms her and seems to win her over, and within about 6 months they're getting ready to be married. Susan's oldest son, named Michael, is home from college, and he's a little bit suspicious of David. So he starts trying to do some investigating, and as you would guess, anybody who is about to expose David as the killer, they get taken out, unfortunately. David's girlfriend tries to help him out in everything. Her name is Kelly, but it seems like she just really doesn't care all that much. In fact, Michael is so obsessed with this whole thing. At one point, Kelly offers sex to Michael, but he ignores her, and she actually admits, and she doesn't admit, but she says she was been fooling around with another guy, and Michael ignores her again, so she takes off. But sometime later, she decides to help out Michael in trying to investigate this whole thing with David, and unfortunately, Michael finds his dad in a freezer, not fixing it, but yeah. So David knocks out Kelly and traps Michael in the basement. Susan gets a little confrontation with David, and she thinks she's taken him out, but unfortunately David makes the comeback that all these horror movie killers do. And David and Michael fight. They fight on the roof. They fall off the roof. It's a month later, and Michael's coming out of a coma, and he finds out that David actually survived the fall, and he took off before the police showed up. And the movie ends with David meeting a woman at a hardware store, just to start this whole crappy movie all over again. So why did this movie suck? Well, I think I've said this before, but much like other great horror movies that get remade, this one tried to do everything it could to be everything unlike the original. If you like the original, you are probably more than likely going to hate this one, but I imagine a lot of you out there have probably already seen this one. I found this one to be kind of boring, not very suspenseful, predictable at times, and just plain ridiculous. I really didn't like a lot of this movie. I didn't like how it ended. I didn't like how it started. The original had great suspense. It didn't have to rely on some idiotic gore or anything extremely lame like that. Although one part of the original that to me was kind of like going a little over the top is where the dad crashes through a door that had a mirror on one side, and I'll be honest with you, Terry O'Quinn gave such a great performance in the original movie. This movie was anything but good. I had been warned by a lot of friends and a lot of people saying stay away from this movie, and I tried to for a long time, but well, when you guys request for me to watch and review a movie, I really can't turn it down all that often, and this is one I had to go revisit and believe me, it was not a real fun time to do so. So stick with the original, but skip the sequels. You know, part 2 was bad, and part 3 was much, much worse. In fact, I don't even know why they even wanted to turn this into a franchise, because apparently the original Stepfather movie was somewhat based on a true story. And this one was just a bad excuse for Hollywood to remake a really good horror movie and turned it into crap. But there you guys have it, a review of The Stepfather. Very special thanks to TheWickerBoy for his request. I hope you guys will go check out his channel and subscribe to him. And if you like my videos, always feel free to subscribe. And whatever you think about this movie, please leave me a comment down below, whether you agree or disagree. And if you got a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that tied you up and then eventually made you feel like you were just wanting to step out of it, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. And again, I hope you all have an awesome and wonderful and very, very good Happy Father's Day.